Hello and welcome back to the New Creationist. I'm Eugene, and we're going to be looking at something from a couple of years ago where I responded to a video by CDK007, Evidence for Evolution Part 1. In the video he presents glutamic acid codon bias as evidence for evolution, by saying since mutations occur at a low rate, closely related species should use the same codons for glutamic acid simply because there's not been enough time for divergence. Now, I went over that in the video that I presented. If you scroll down here, you'll see my response is right here, and where I posted evidence that contradicted the prediction which CDK007 made. So far to date I haven't received any response from him. I have received quite a few insulting remarks, but nothing of any substantial significance to the data that was presented either by me or CDK7. I haven't heard from CDK7, and after almost 2 years now, I don't expect to. So I guess the question in my mind then is, if the data really matters, why can't we get into a discussion about it? Is it really about what's true, or is it about what a definition, some obscure definition of science? Because it seems that it's much more important that something be science or scientific than it is for it to actually be true. But if you're going to teach my children this garbage, then you're going to hear from me, particularly because I don't care if it's science. I don't care if you consider something scientific. If it isn't true, then it's a lie, and I'm not paying anyone to teach my children a lie. So anyway, let's get into the details. The details are from his video. Right about, alright, mutations at a low rate. We'll skip the BS. Alright, here we go. So what do we find? So we're going to look at the codons for glutamic acid in the alpha and beta chains of hemoglobin. Okay, fair enough. Going to compare 3 closely related species: chimp, human, and rhesus monkey. And he has some codons here for human, chimp, and rhesus monkey at these positions 24, 28, 31, 117, showing these codons being the same between them. Alright, well, let's go and take a look at some actual data. HbA, that's the hemoglobin alpha chain. We're going to look at the gene for human, and that's on chromosome 16, by the way. Alright, and what we're going to do, first we're going to look at the sequence. Alright, here's the sequence for the alpha chain, hemoglobin alpha chain subunit 1, alpha 1. And okay, so what are we looking for? We're going to compare that. We want to compare that to, let's blast the sequence. So we've got the sequence here, and we're going to compare that to chimpanzee, pan troglodytes, chimpanzee. Alright, and let's run that. See what pops up. Alright, chimpanzee, chromosome 16, same location. Alright, let's check the sequence. Here we go. We're looking for glutamic acid, so the codons, actually there's quite a few here, so we're going to have to center this up. There we go. Now, of course, codons, the first 3 is a codon, so you're counting every 3, and I've got it sectioned off in 60, so it's easy to do that. Easily divisible by 3, and we're looking for GAG and GAC. I'm sorry, GAG and GAA, the two codon, the two codons that code for glutamic acid. Now you'll notice there's some differences here as you go through. So his prediction is already falsified. If mutations occur at a low rate, then what are these other? Here you got G and A, although it's not glutamic acid. But we're looking for glutamic acid specifically. So let's see if we have. There we go. Alright, so here we go with 2 codons, one in human GAG, one in chimpanzee GAA. Let's make sure it's codon 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. There you go. So we have a G in human and an A in chimpanzee. So his prediction that it should be the same in closely related species, what does that mean? Does that mean chimpanzee is not a closely related species since mutations occur at a low rate? Then the codon for glutamic acid should be the same in human and chimpanzee, but we see that it's not the same. So there we go. CDK007 is stoutly refuted. Prediction does not hold. Evolution is not true. So there you go. Thanks, and have a good day.